Name me a more insufferable coach in the NBA than Golden State Warriors skipper Steve Kerr. Go ahead, I'll wait. He is a genius at coaching basketball, I will give him that. But beyond the hardwood, his IQ is startlingly low. After any mass shooting occurs in the United States, he without fail uses it as an opportunity to advocate for more gun control.
If you look at the data, 80% of Americans, 80 to 90% of Americans want universal background checks, regardless if you're a Republican or a Democrat. 70% of Americans think that weapons of military backgrounds, AR-15, semi-automatic rifles, 70% of us don't believe that American citizens should have their hands on weapons like those. But our policy don't reflect that.
Evidently, Kerr was tired of just being a woke spokesperson at NBA press conferences who only talks about gun control. He decided to up his game by speaking at the DNC in Chicago, Illinois earlier this week and was comically cringe in the process. For MRC-TV, I'm John Simmons and welcome to the woke world of sports. Before I get into what he said, I need to go on a mini tangent that I promise is related to this topic. Kerr coaches Steph Curry, whom you may have heard of because he's pretty good. Sometimes when Curry hits a big shot, he will put his hands on the side of his head and imitate going to sleep, communicating that he just ended his opponent's chance of winning. Okay, keep that in mind. I promise it will be relevant shortly. At the DNC, Kerr was one of the opening speakers. He said that he was going to do all he could to make sure that Kamala Harris wins the upcoming presidential election.
And it's why I'll be getting out every day to help people get out and vote on November 5th and elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz as the next president and vice president of the United States.
He then followed that up by one of the cringiest lines ever, and he did it by channeling his inner Curry.
After the results are tallied that night, we can, in the words of the great Steph Curry, we can tell Donald Trump, night night.
Ugh, that makes my skin crawl in embarrassment. When this guy tries to be relevant off the court, by speaking about gun control or doing whatever this was, he makes himself look like an idiot. He would be much better off just focusing on coaching plays than pushing his leftist politics.